Hi everyone. I'm just going to give everybody a few minutes to log on. It's 10:15. I invited some people to the group specifically, but if you are new here, my name is Coach Kara Whiteway, and I have been in the health and fitness industry now for probably about 20 years. So I used to be a personal trainer at a health club, and then I transitioned over into a corporate setting where I was in membership sales, and I did that for 5.5 years and learned a lot about the industry, learned a lot about sales and just sort of, what I wanted for my life, etc. And then kind of came full circle. When quarantine happened, I started to realize that there was a big need in the market for people to stay motivated, stay active. And of course, the weight loss industry is never going away, but I felt that there was sort of a calling to help these people at home. And it was even a transition time for me because I was used to consistently going to the gym, 5-6 times a week. And I started to have to work out in my living room and still take course and still, stay motivated and have, my self-confidence still be there. And, it's important to kind of show up for yourself. So that's kind of taken me full circle into virtual online coaching, and that's what I'm doing now. And I've managed to help tons of women so far, and I will encourage each of them to kind of post a testimony if I have in fact helped you. What makes me so different than everybody else is I focus on your mindset first. I think it's super important. No matter how well you're eating or how much you're working out, if your mindset isn't straight and you are not, living your life happily and to the way that you want it, then I truly believe that the weight loss will never happen, because a lot of the times what holds us back from losing weight is stress. Is of course our lifestyle, and then everything else kind of falls into place. Yes, it's also the foods that we eat and maybe our lack of workouts, but if you are not happy with yourself and your mindset is not straight, then I truly believe that you will never see the results that you want to see. They might be short term, and honestly, I am going to say this out loud. The media says, diet, be in a caloric deficit, do the keto diet, do this diet, intermittent fast. And everyone's in my head, in my opinion, is their mind is blown. They don't know which goes where or what to do for their lifestyle. So they might start, say, the keto diet, and then, it works for a little while, or maybe it doesn't work for them at all. And then they give up, they get discouraged, and then they have a fear of trying a new program. And again, if your mindset's not straight and you are not given a strategy that works for you, then it's never going to be consistent over time. You might see some small results in the beginning, and then maybe, you're starting to constantly look at yourself in the mirror, step on that stupid scale, which I absolutely don't believe in. And then you're spent basically the rest of your time is battling with your own mindset. Why can't I lose weight? Why should I eat this? Why can't I eat that? I don't know if I'm working out hard enough. Am I doing the form correctly? And it's overwhelming. And stress is near and dear to my heart. So I decided to log on here and start my new program. It's not a challenge, it's a program. It's 12 weeks. It's $99. So my message for you today is stop overpaying for weight loss coaching programs that don't work. Because they're not tackling, again, your mindset. They're not tackling the things that are going to be a strategic move for you inside of your own weight loss journey. And I was 25 pounds heavier about 6 years ago. I was stressed out, and we're talking like a 10 out of 10. I was in and out of the doctor constantly because they couldn't figure out what was wrong with my digestion. And I also had some other health issues that I was dealing with it. And it was 100% related to stress. I was working out 4 times a week. I was eating fairly healthy, or so I thought at the time. And it turns out that some of these foods that I was eating were actually increasing my stress levels. For instance, coffee. So that's something that, we're going to tackle too. But it wasn't until I decided that I had had enough, that I wanted more for my life, that I was 100% in control of what was going to happen in my life and how I was going to achieve the results that I wanted. I remember constantly looking in the mirror feeling like, oh my goodness, I hate my reflection. And yes, I said the word hate. And I was constantly telling myself this every morning, day after day after day after day. And no wonder I was stressed out. I was feeding my mind the negative thoughts. I was feeding my mind the negative mindset, and I couldn't get past it. I felt literally like I was trapped. And I remember this day like it was no other. And yes, I had some stresses from my job. I was in an awesome relationship. There was no stress there with Steve. Oddly enough, we're married now, but I couldn't figure it out. I was like making six figures. I thought I was eating well, doing the workouts, my relationship was good, and yet I was still stressed out 10 out of 10 of the times, and I was 25 pounds heavier. Listen, I want you to learn from the mistakes that I have already made. I want you to learn what works best for you, and I want you to implement it inside of your life. You are 100% control of your life. You are 100% control of your weight loss. You are 100% control of your stress. And if you don't have these little things that are going to help you along the way, because things change, and as we age, as we grow, with quarantine, without quarantine, with kids, without kids, there is a constant different need for you to adapt and change. And that's why there's not one specific formula or pill or workout or nutrition or diet, if you will, that works for everybody. I want to give you these strategies that will absolutely transform your life, because we start here and then everything else is going to fall into place. It'll transform your weight loss. It'll transform your self-confidence, which is huge for women. It's like 9 out of 10 women don't have good self-confidence, or they're constantly telling themselves they're not good enough. I don't like the way I look. I hate my legs. I hate my ass. I hate my hair. I don't like this. I don't like that. Like, that is so sad to me. And I've been a culprit of that. I've learned very much so how to overcome that. When those negative thoughts start to run into your head, you need to tell it to stop. You need to focus on the things that are positive in your life that you do have. And that's what's going to start to transform your weight loss, your health, and your lifestyle. So why am I logging on here today? That was a long-winded speech. I apologize, but I'm so passionate about this challenge because stress is the worst thing on this planet. It can kill you. It can cause you to gain weight. It can cause you to lose an unhealthy weight. It can cause you to have your hair fall out, destroy your relationship. Maybe it's going to destroy your career. And stress comes at us in so many different forms and elements, but every single one of them, whether it's financial, it's your family life, it's something else in your circle, maybe it's something you're not happy with in your life, is directly affecting your health. It's affecting how you wake up in the morning. It's affecting how you go to sleep. It's affecting, how you work out, what you're eating on a daily basis, and just overall, it's affecting you. So it's time to bring that awareness to your life. It's time to do something about it. I'm tired of people thinking they will do something next month. Sorry, I'm going to call you out on your BS. And that's what I do. I am here to call it like it is, but I'm also here to be your biggest cheerleader. And I'm taking the words right out of one of my clients' amazing post today. Thank you, Kathy, for that. So I wanted to log on. If you've done a challenge with me before, welcome back. If not, welcome. I'm super excited to have you, but I want some feedback from my girls from before. So I've been doing challenges for just over 4 months now. Now I'm transitioning into programming. So there's no more challenges that are free because, in my opinion, people don't show up. Things that are free for a reason. Let's put it that way, okay? So I wanted to hear, my first question is, what are you most stressed from? So if you can just do a comment in the box, that would be great. Hi, Tara, Holly, Anna, Nancy. Let me know what you have the most stress in your life from. A lot of it's going to be probably your own self-confidence. That was, again, me, or maybe it's financial stress. Right now, it could be anything because we're feeling like we're so stuck in this new crappy world where we can't go out. Anna says work. Again, financial work stress. And this is the thing, I need to know these little triggers. And when we talk about this inside of the program, it's really going to hone in on how you can deal with it, adapt to it, and not let it negatively affect your lifestyle as well as your health. Because clearly health is number one. Without your health, you have nothing, okay? Another thing someone said, Kathy says, being consistent. So that's more motivation. It's not necessarily going to cause you stress. It's more lack of motivation or lack of a strategy. And that's what we're going to accomplish here. Inside of this new program, you're going to get me live just like this every day. And yes, there's going to be workouts. There's accountability piece. There's recipes. There's nutrition. There's a lot. There's mind feed, there's coaching, and I want this to be a one-stop shop. And some of people have asked me, like, why is it only $99 and it's 12 weeks? Because here's my goal. I want to help you. And if you have somebody else in your life that suffers from stress, maybe some weight gain, or doesn't have a clue where to start because it is very overwhelming, I need you to refer them to this program. Okay, we can talk as well offline about it, but I would be happy to reach out to them. So I'm gonna read a little bit more. Again, we have another vote for work. Okay, again, some relationship stuff, which again, we will tackle. And I'm not a relationship expert. However, I know the first thing about having stress inside of a relationship because I own a business. I actually own multiple businesses with my husband. And how do we learn how to separate that? I'm going to teach you because we have a great relationship, and I want to make sure that you're given those tools to basically overcome it. Someone has also said, Collie said the COVID stress. And here's the thing, that's why these programs are created. Because you're not alone. People are going through these same things and I want to hear about them and I want to understand how to best coach you and strategize with you on how to make this better inside of your lifestyle, okay? Thank you for answering that, ladies. My next question is, why, if you have done a challenge with me before, and even if you haven't, if you've ever done like a training program or another challenge with another trainer, why have you fallen off the beaten path? Why have you fallen back into old habits, or what happened to sort of your motivation or your accountability factor, when I went away? So comment in the box below because accountability is everything. And a lot of the times I find, especially right now, it's harder to hold people accountable, especially if we're doing it virtually. But think about it. If you show up and you're there, then why just not get it done? I had a girlfriend of mine say to me the other day that she just absolutely, since the day that quarantine happened, she lost all motivation. She hasn't worked out. She can't get motivated at home. She says no matter what she tells herself, she's not going to do the workout because you're telling yourself, girl. You got to start telling yourself that you will do it. And I talked about this as well, but the speed of implementation is super important. When you decide to do something, you got to start immediately. You can't start Monday. You can't start on the weekend. You can't start tomorrow. Immediate action is required, okay? So no one's really, okay, the going back to work piece. So again, that's incredible. I will teach you about time management because that's what it boils down to. At the end of the day, we are all super busy, but until you're able to kind of structure your priorities with the absolute non-negotiables and then the negotiables, you're not going to be able to tackle all the things inside of your life. And imagine if you were hired, okay, to structure someone else's lifestyle. That's how you have to look at what you're doing on a day-to-day basis. Because if you are, and I'm not saying you have to be a robot because things are going to come up and things are going to change. But again, what are you feeding your mind? Are you saying that it's already overwhelming before you even wake up the next day of how much stuff you have to do tomorrow? Because that's exactly what the mindset's going to be like when you go into tomorrow or Monday or whatever it is. And I know a lot of you have children and I know a lot of you are doing, the homeschooling, and that can be a lot. And so I totally understand where you're coming from. And again, this is absolutely incredible feedback. This is something we will tackle together 100%. Time management is everything. I structure my day off in half an hour time chunks. I absolutely do. And I do it the night before. So I'm not waking up the next morning and being like, oh crap, here's my to-do list. And then I'm feeling overwhelmed. I'm doing it the night before so I'm prepared for the next day. And I'm putting the stuff that's absolutely a priority on my list first. And actually the hardest stuff first. So if working out is one of those things that's hard for you, or meal prepping is, you got to do it first on your list. Okay, and again, just be very cautious or conscious, I should say, about how you're structuring that list because it's super important, okay? I'm glad you don't feel like you've lost the wagon, Priscilla. I think that's awesome, girl. That's amazing. And so the other thing I would like to know is what you're struggling with the most when it comes to weight loss. What is it? Tell me right now. We're going to address all of this stuff inside of this 12-week program, which is super, super exciting to me. I honestly can't wait. That's going to take us basically right into the new year, which is when everybody starts to make their New Year's resolutions. And we all know what happens to that. I talked about that yesterday. Or the day before, like 70% give up in the first 30 days and the other 60 or whatever. It's like another, I think it's 20, if my memory serves me correctly. So 90% give up within 60 days and like 70% give up within 30 days of whatever they've achieved or wanted to achieve for that new year. So again, that's also coming down to speed of implementation and making your goals realistic, which again, this is something that we'll address inside of our program, okay? So if you guys can comment on that, that would be really great. If you're letting me know how much you struggle or what you struggle with the most when it comes to your weight loss. Is it your nutrition? Is it your workouts? Is it your mindset? Is it maybe the negative energy that's inside of your home? Is there stuff that's, creeping in from the outside world that's really affecting how motivated you are? I'm glad that you don't want to lose weight. That's great, Karen. And we will definitely tackle the toning. I mean, it's super important. When we talk about just weight loss, I'm not just talking about that. I'm also talking about decreasing fat and increasing lean muscle mass, because that's how we get toned. That's how your body becomes a fat burning machine. Because when you put in healthy calories and nutritious whole foods inside of your body works as a system when you have more lean muscle. Okay, and we'll talk about protein, carbohydrates, and fats, and all the importance of that as well. Anna said mindset, and Holly said I want to feel good inside and out. And again, I think we're all in the same boat here. Mindset is everything. If you get your mind straight and you understand what you can accomplish, the sky's the limit. And I really struggled with this, and that's where the stress came in. I was like looking in all these places for the wrong answers. I thought that, okay, maybe if I call in sick today, I'll feel better. Or maybe if I, have a drink of wine or a glass of wine, then I'll feel better. And those are all things that don't work. They're not real strategies to overcome the stress, to overcome that negative mindset, to really have you put and develop these healthy habits that are going to last forever. And as we change and adapt and grow, and that's the whole point of 12 weeks. You'll really see how everybody in the group transitions from 1 week to the next month, okay? It's gonna be really interesting, and I'm super excited because at the end of the day, ladies, I'm human, and I go through just the same things and feelings and thoughts and hormones and, whatever mindset training I need to do is what I'm going to share with you. And you can't expect me to be 100% perfect at every single stretch of the imagination, because that's not realistic. However, like I said before, I will give it to you as it is. I am a no BS strategist. I am not a, fire and smoke up your butt, kind of thing, and telling you stuff that's, really not going to be realistic. And that's the super important part about being a coach, is to absolutely be realistic with your goals, to be realistic in your approach, and to provide you with these strategies that actually work, not for a couple of weeks, not for a couple months, for your life. Okay. Thank you, Kathy. I'm also super excited. And I just have one last question, if you can comment below. And have you gone back to the gym? This is another big thing. A lot of people haven't. I have. I'm not actually 100% comfortable, but there is an element of knowing that I have that structured in my time management skill, that now I have to basically structure another 20 minutes of my time to drive to and from the gym, which might not seem like a lot for you, but it is a lot. Okay, and that's why, again, time management is just super important, but I want to know. I think most of you, the answer is no, because I keep in touch with a lot of you. But if you are new to this and you're watching this after the live, please comment in the box below and let me know whether or not you've gone back to the gym. And I've got one last question. If you have done a challenge with me in the past, what were your favorite parts and why? Okay, and just quickly comment. My favorite part was the connections that I made with the ladies on a one-on-one basis or just in a group. It is so nice just to support women in business. It is so nice just to see and hear and feel the results that you had. And to me, there's no monetary value ever that can replace how good of a feeling it is when you can help change someone's perspective on weight loss, or help improve their self-confidence, or just get them on the right path, because accountability is everything, number one. And number two, when you can give back to people, it is just, the monetary value doesn't matter, because it's the gift that keeps on giving. And I will forever have this type of relationship with these ladies, and I want to meet new people. I do. I love my girls, and they're my team, but I want to help more people, because I still know today that there are so many trainers, there are so many coaches, there are so many challenges and programs, and I'm rolling my eyes a little bit because it's saturated. And how we set ourselves apart from everyone else is 100% the results, but it's also, again, the mindset. Okay, I feel like I've been through 90% of the things that you've been through, except for I don't have children. However, a lot of my clients have children, and I can relate to the issues that you're having. I can't imagine trying to schedule in, another human being's life, or 2 or 3 or however many children you have, and I give you props all day long. I think it's incredible, okay? So Priscilla said the live workouts, ideas, and encouragement, the inspiration. Holly, thank you. Again, the live workouts, accountability, and motivation. I appreciate your feedback. So I will definitely be doing live workouts. I know that you love those. I love them too. It's nice because I can hold you accountable. I know the people that are showing up there and staying for that duration of that live, I know you're doing the workout. And those of you that, want to do it afterwards, the only thing I ask is that you do for sure, always, always, always comment on below that you've done the workout, okay? So this challenge, I'm going to sum it up. Thank you for your feedback. I really appreciate it, and I'll take all of those things into consideration. I'll be honest, it's nothing that surprised me in terms of work stress, relationships, being in quarantine, this whole COVID-19 crap. I totally get it, and I'm right there with you, and honestly, we're stronger together. If you feel that there's anybody else in your life that can benefit from this program, not challenge, I would love if you can share this video. It's super important to bring other people to the table because, again, we're stronger together, and I know I can help them. And this program is going to be near and dear to my heart, just like all the other challenges have been. This is part of the growing process, and I would be honored to be your weight loss strategist, your stress conquering strategist. That's me. Okay, so have an awesome day. I really appreciate your time and effort for logging into this live video. The challenge starts October 15th. It's only $99 for 12 freaking weeks, okay? We're gonna tackle everything. We're gonna do live workouts. We're gonna do recipes, nutrition, mindset feed, how the heck to overcome stress, and how to continue every day to wake up with some good intentions, and also how to overcome the stuff that's not so great, because let's get real, life happens every single day, and it's how we learn to adapt and tell our mindset how we're going to overcome those things is truly what separates ourselves from everybody else, okay? I hope you all have an awesome day. If you are just logging in, please go back and watch the whole video. I would really appreciate it. Like, share, engage, tell me what you want. I am here to 100% listen. It's $99, 12 weeks with Coach Kara. Okay, have an awesome weekend, everybody. Thank you so much, and stay tuned for some more blurbs on how we're all going to make this work together. And please like and share. Love you all. See you.